Good, boys. Welcome, welcome. Okay, Sonu. Bro said yo in 20 seconds. Yo. Good team. What's good, Big O? Shay, what's up? Tino, Flores, Bobby, Jimmy, Bami, blah blah. Free Soda, what's good? Matrix, what's up? On my first payout with Alpha Futures this week, but the next day I blew the account. Any tips? Repeat the process, brother. Repeat the process. Repeat the process. Let's sign into all the accounts, then go over the game plan. Oh, is Tracy still on the old contract? I don't know. It might just be a visual thing, maybe. I would not know the answer to that one. TGIF, maybe if we take out sell side then, but I wouldn't expect it right now. I want to see it go lower, then maybe TGIF. Let's test out the copier. Well, Gatie, what should I buy as my first Propfirm account, Lucid or Alpha? I'd recommend the Alpha Zero. Alpha Zero is the one you're going to want to go with. Iglu Mubarak, brother, appreciate you. We went to the moon today? Possible? I don't personally think so. What's good, Woody? Yeah, I'm bearish today. Why you got people impersonating you with Discord? They're just scammers. They're just trying to get someone to pay them money. Please don't fall for it. You Muslim, where are you from? I am, and I live in Canada. I placed a short order at 595. Nice, good luck, bro. Duck traded pre-market already at daily drawdown because of FOMO. Time restrictions on your trading is a very good way to prevent stuff like that happening. I've been there, brother. I've been there. I DM'd you to do your code interview with the same name and logo. DM me as well. Dude, why don't you take that long? Yeah, look at this guy. This guy's funny. I DM'd you for using your code 3 and other people. Yeah, they're just trying to scam you, brother. That's what they do full time. It's their full-time job. What are the session times right now? Asia is from 20 to 0. London is from 2 to 5. New York's from 8:30 to 11:30. You can cut it at 11. I'd only expect TGIF if we take sell side. I wouldn't expect this to me already looks like some sort of TGIF played out, right? So I mean, it doesn't even look like that crazy of a weekly candle, but we're already at 20% of the weekly range. So I'm anticipating sensitivity at new week opening gap, but we'll see. I want to see. I'll let the market confirm the idea, but I think I want to see lower. Not I think. I definitely want to see lower. We'll see if the market agrees. We'll take a look at the dollar index as well. Dollar index started off trading higher today. We'll see if it can continue that. I won't even say like I'm clearly bearish, but I do have a bearish idea, I have a bearish stance. And we'll just have to wait to see if it confirms. And go from there. I like that we're kind of consolidating in here, so maybe we can get cleaner price action in the open. Safety protocol, regular protocol today. I don't see any reason to be safety protocol unless we start seeing a lot of chop. Then we'll just call it we'll just switch, in real time. Yeah, you guys know the drill. You guys know the drill. Can't be right. When did you actually quit your job? I quit my job when I first started learning how to trade. I had some money saved up, and then I stopped. We got appealed. We got restricted on TikTok already. NY.AM gets first discount on trade scale, save 10. Elaborate on TGIF. It's a weekly retracement idea. Give me one sec here while I set up my journal. Can't even. This is not correct. This Wednesday. Wednesday was the 18th. This was Wednesday. Price action. I believe this was the 18th. On the 19th. Game plan is just to see if we can, if the market wants to show us it's bearish. Really, that's what I'm just going to be waiting for today. Just want to see if the market can convince me it's bearish. I may have to restart the TikTok live. I mean, they restricted me. Is it a big deal? Anyone else top step chart just wrong? Shouldn't be wrong. So let's mark out org fill. Feels all the way up at midnight opening price. Meanwhile, we're trading around here. Around a 100-point gap on the NASDAQ. On the S&P 500, we have they were trading here a 26-point gap. So we just want to see some org fill today. I need to 60 to 100 points to pass this eval, depending if I risk 1 mini or 5 micros. Keep beta adjust on, brother. Keep beta adjust on. Yeah, I believe in you, Woody. You can do it. Look very great, 60 handle run. Can be choppable all day. Yeah, I mean, we'll look for those signatures, make sure they're ideally not present. I think this SIBI is quite important because it's resting inside the new week with the order block and the breaker. So if we start going already above here, I'd be skeptical that we may run the midnight open. Yeah, unfortunately, we already took previous day's low. You definitely want to be careful in case it is a chop fest. It's always possible. How much you make a month? $1 million, bro. 7 figs minimum. Can you show the new week opening gap? I'm confused. What are you confused about? It's all the way here. Sunday and Friday. Bias. I have a soft bearish bias. I want to see if it aligns. The market confirms. Anyway, is up. There's a breaker on the 5 minute. The bearish breaker here. Yeah, it's a pretty clean breaker. 10 minutes there. Pretty clean breaker as well. And we're pretty much at that range where, I don't like to use optimal trade entry, but we're at that point where if we are bearish and we're going to respect this price action, you would want to see that start pivoting lower, somewhat now. If it stays longer, start questioning maybe we're off, it's not bearish. Can you show how to mark out the org and which opening time you use? Mark out 9:30 open and mark out 16:14 close the previous day. That's all you have to do. You can toggle regular trading hours to make it easier. See this candle, 16:14. Mark out the closing price. And then mark out the opening price at midnight. Now opening price at 9:30. We haven't gotten that yet. It's still forming. We need 3 more minutes. There are reasons to trade on NQ when you're looking for shorts and underneath are more bearish. Just because the objective on the higher time frame is a little bit clearer. The weekly low. Previous week's low on the NASDAQ. So if we do get expansion below here, which I'm not saying I think we will, but if we do, then I know exactly where it's going, It'll be easier to manage. I haven't took a trade all week, maybe the first time in my life. Nice, bro. What do you think about contract change gap? It's a gap. It's there. It's always there. Guys, I have to do the worst thing ever today. I have to go to the freaking dentist. No, don't use it like an NWOG. It's a liquidity void. If it takes that low out and rejects, we could also buy. If you're bullish, sure. Today is no. I think OPEX is the 31st. Looking at the calendar here. Today's option stop trading. What does that mean? Option stop trading. Expiration is on the 31st. You try the new Alpha Trader platform? I've tried it. Cool. They're making some upgrades. Appreciate you, Yusuf. You don't think the weekly SMT matters? You think Nas will take that out today? I think if we see aggressive bearish order flow, then that's where we're going. Do I think we're going to get there? It doesn't look like it right now. It's just an idea, right? Just an idea. It doesn't look like it right now. Why are the candles on Tradeify so I don't know. Tradeify's mediocre, I guess. Who expected the breaker? I take short. If that's your model, sure. I have to wait for something a little bit more animated. See, I want to see this trade up. Definitely want to see it go up above the 8:30 open. I don't like that it opened below. There's your opening range gap. I'm not going to jump in any short unless we sweep up again. Otherwise, I may even take a long if it like takes sell side and then shows a lot of strength. Classic model. YM went higher. I'm a little skeptical about this. I don't think this is real. Don't quite think it's real. I haven't tried wealth charts. I wouldn't recommend wealth charts. They kind of suck. Um, SMT here. I don't trust this top here. You haven't tried it? I just know a lot of people who complained about it. Which backtesting do you use? I use TradeZilla. If we get a really strong candle right now, I will long targeting the open here. The org fill. Classic model. I really do think we will come back above here. So seeing this much move lower makes me a little bit skeptical. I don't think it's going to be bearish unless we manipulate above. 30 open below 830 open. I marked that out correctly, right? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I still think this can be taken. We'll see how much expansion we get here. Let's study this wick. See what these candles want to do. Main screen is NQ. Yeah, you'll see it at the top left. I am bearish. I don't think this high is safe. I want to see a manipulation above the 830 open at least. Currently, we're below 830 and midnight and 930, and we swept sell side. So YM also is slightly pivoting higher. Looks like it's gonna make a lower low. Oops. What it wants to do here. Running on train today? Yeah, potentially. I'm always looking. Kind of taking out already through some of these easy levels that I would have wanted to catch. Yeah, if this just went a little bit higher and then broke down, that would have been very nice. Would have been very nice, but unfortunately it didn't. You know, what can you do? No, it's not safety protocol today. I'll have the weekly objective open potentially, so now if I see sloppiness, then we can maybe pivot to safety protocol. Breaker never fails. I know, they just could have waited 5 minutes. Would have been real nice. Just make sure the copier works. Just gotta be patient here. The weekly low is still open. The weekly low is still open, so appreciate you, Ferris. Is Tradeify down? Someone asks me that every single morning. No, I don't think it's down. Tradeify should be fine. But yes, right now we'll have eclipsing count. Yeah, I think we can run buy side still. So I guess short term I'm bullish. Yeah, sizing down easier. Yeah, man, way easier to hold. You can think more clear. I always trade better when I risk less, to be honest. What are you trading? This is NASDAQ futures. We can see some speed here. Okay, say we got a fill there. We're really gonna have to pick between 1 and 2 micros today. Looking at this 30-second chart. See if we can get a breaker. Appreciate you, Adnan. We get a strong candle now, I can trust. Otherwise, skeptical. I kind of want to be aggressive on this, if I'm being honest. It's just not showing any confirmation, though. Not showing anything. This is NQ. YM swept lows and is pivoting higher. Maybe one more sweep and then go with the SMT to give me just an extra level of confluence. That'd be nice. Just gotta be patient here. See what this thing wants to do. UYM made a lower low and Q made a lower low. See if ES wants to make a lower low. Yeah, they all made a lower low. So we'll see if that. I prefer back to this now. Why is my NQ frozen? Maybe just refresh. I'm not too sure. Could be a million reasons. See if the trade copier is working. Yep, all good. I see the sweep. If we get a strong break, we're approaching the macro. Right now, I'm short-term bullish, and then we'll see. I'm viewing this as a Judas swing. And we didn't manipulate higher above the 8:30 open. We didn't trade to 8:30 open or midnight. We still have org as a target. No, I wouldn't want to look for shorts unless those objectives were hit. So we'll wait and see. Mark out first presentation, please. I would probably just use this big one. Even though it's 929, I would use the big one. I don't like these sort of sloppy lows. If we get some speed here. What would be the risk on this? 43. We could squeeze out 2 contracts maybe. We would be shorting into a 5-minute gap, but willing to risk. I mean, we probably have to do one contract. Maybe squeeze out two, depending on the fill. ES would be 8 times 5. Pretty weak, that's for sure. This is I marked that out myself. It's not an indicator. Candle closes in 20 seconds. I'm going to try this long with one singular contract. And then we'll add another one if it goes better. Sell side, order block. Simple stuff. I'm a little bit de-risked. If I did two contracts, I think I would have been over-risked. So it's better to under-risk than over-risk. Could have traded ES, but it's not a big deal. We'll see if we can find an opportunity to pyramid. Maybe if we get an inversion here or something. Pretty decent entry, so. I want to see price get above here. The first thing I want to see is speed to 50%. That would be the first signature that this is a good trade. And we want to see this gap stay open. That's where I'll be moving my stop loss if we get into here. Gotta be to 50% speed. Speed to 50%. Roll my stop to 388 for now. We get a nice candle here. I'll pyramid. We get a nice candle here. I'll pyramid. I may buy at that order block if it comes back above. Right at the low right there. The next candle respects this as an order block and then trades higher. I'll add another contract. Otherwise, we'll take the partial loss at 388. Adjust this to 2. I guess you have to go one by one. Okay, so see there, it filled me one more contract. Now I'll be moving my stop loss most likely here. I want to see if we can get 50% first. The risk on this trade, yeah, it's going to go ahead to move 401. So the low that comes in at 941. So we managed to pyramid at that OB, although we ended up entering up there, but the idea is this breakaway gap should stay open. We really want to see it get above 50% here. I'm happy with my stop placement. Right at 401.50. Gotta be cautious here. YM's already taking out highs. ES getting close. The ES already hit 830 open. Shooter of a candle there. Utility. Like maybe rejecting that city. Yeah. This looks like it's coming pretty fast down to a stop out. We'll see if we respect that order block. Pretty strong candle there though. Right at 50%. Good wick. That was a pretty strong candle though. So we'll see. Um, a pretty strong candle. YM went, yeah, YM was the more bullish one. ES was even second most bullish. Pretty strong CIC. Like if I was bearish, that's my model short. I won't terminate in case we respect that price leg. 2-minute gap. Um, this for now because it's a little bit distracting. But we'll see. I'd really want to see speed above here. That's what would kind of convince me that we're bullish. If we can get above this. So far, not the best reaction, but we'll see. If we can get above this, that's a really good sign. This separation. And then obviously, ideally, speed above here. Next candle should be pretty determining of what's going to happen, in my opinion. I think it either shoot down or up. So we'll see. YM looks a little bit stronger, meaning it closed above this candle's low. So YM like has an inversion, hypothetically. ES and Q do not. We have to give this a couple more ticks here. 50. So 5. Drop this to 398. It's the bottom here. Because it may just wick. I'm going to give it an extra like 2 or 3 points. I don't want to get wicked out on an SMT. So there's your SMT. And it takes us out anyway. So looks like we were offside. Potentially we don't want to run the buy side. So we'll have to see. If you were bearish, 2 very good setups short there. 1, 2. ES did hit the 830 open, so I mean that is kind of what I was looking for. That sort of power of 3, but we'll see what happens here inside the macro. We'll see what happens here inside the macro. So 1 hour loss so far. Coming back beneath the sell side. Pretty strong candles. We'll see what this wants to do. Low of day is right here. See if it goes there. It's all the way down here. Low. Damn. Org breakaway, yeah. Might be an org breakaway gap. Pretty rare, but it happens, I guess. Still think it's possible we get there, but we'll see. What's good, Lou? We appreciate you. Not always 930 that many plays, yeah, but there was an 85% chance. So I don't want to fade that. Gave you 300 likes. You don't have to spam likes. Appreciate you, bro. Leop, yeah, that's a good play, bro. That's a good play. You know, you could have immediately flipped there once you saw it fail. It's a good idea. I liked it. No. Yep, VX5 is looking bullish. Sell side here is still open, so we'll see if we run that sell side. You passed my account? Cool. I lost 10 trades today? That's a lot of trades. I'm in two shorts. Should I take one at the pre-market lows and leave one for the weekly? Not a bad plan. Not a bad plan. One of interest to use. I like using the opening prices. And for the day, nice. Yep, if you caught that, you don't even have to spend another minute on here. You can enjoy your weekend. Why didn't you take protraction short? I was still in long. Maybe I could have trailed stop here. Oh, this candle was fast though. Just sold one reach 50. Nice. Well done. Oh, I don't know if we want to fade an org opening range gap fill. I still think it's possible. I mean, that's going to stay open. It's quite rare. It's quite rare when it's that small. On ES, 27 points. It's possible, I guess. We'll see what happens. No, protraction model short, no, it's too far down now. You would have had to take it here at 946 or here at 949. Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure if we want to still come back and explore this today in the morning session, or if it's going to trend all the way down to the weekly low. We'll have to see. Why are you yawning? Are you nervous? I'm very nervous, man. Very nervous. Please help. Libby, see if it uses that. Take sell side. Feels like I'm on Alpha's time to trade. Seems how their platform still doesn't work. That's not good. That's not good. They definitely have a lot of work to do. Mickey Mouse tunes banging today? Wait, was I singing that? Was that stuck in my head, I guess? Might have been. Because now that I feel like it, I think it was stuck in my head. Shorts are eating. Shorts are indeed eating. Sell side, low of day. See if it takes it. Very nice macro play. Still in longs since 24,465? 465? It'll reverse eventually? Oh no, brother. You can trade news on alpha eval, yes. Brother, I don't know. Eventually, yeah. Maybe not before your account is blown. Bro said he has a stop loss at home. I'm honestly still not convinced that this is gonna sell off. It's pretty rare that we don't fill org, but I guess we'll see. I'm not gonna force anything. I'm open to taking one more trade. We're down 140, 150. SL's at the drawdown. The trade copier I use is called tradescale.app. Study this. See what this wants to do. Good, Danny. If it keeps going lower, it may just be a one and done day. One and done loss for the day. Take care, Pablo. Yep, very nice delivery. Very nice delivery. Very good setup on 946. Very good setup 950. Could even argue 954, but that's heavy. That's heavy. So 930 just dumps. We don't get a move above 930. Oh, we did get one on ES right here. Just a little wick. Is it worth trailing? This looks like a potential trailing opportunity. Yeah, you have previous week's low. You could have a stop here. You don't want to give up too much profit, but say if you're in a position, your hypothetical position would look like this. Seems worth it to me to trail, to risk 35 points for an extra 70, right? At your own risk. You could always go 50% here. See how that works. 50% would be like 16, 17 points. It's up to you. Where would I trail? Either at 318 or halfway. If you're gonna trail, you're gonna might as well put it at the top here. To be honest, this might stay open though. It's possible. How do you trust the market after this week's price action? More experience than 1 week, but this is how. Although this was, I wasn't expecting this today. I mean, I was prepared for this. I just didn't expect it to happen right off the open. It was very nice. Yeah. I would probably just chill here now. Yeah, I mean that was a very nice sell-off. That was very nice. It was very, very nice. ES did hit 830 open. That should have been like a, I guess, a red flag for me to maybe either partial or break even. Because that's what I wanted on ES. It was fast though. It was so fast. What does experience have to do with 1 week of price action though? But what do you mean? How do you trust the market? How do I? You know what I'm saying? How do I trust the market? Because I've been through so many weeks. Silver bullet time? I don't even. This looks over, in my opinion. We'll see. Potentially a 5 minute gap here, perhaps. But to me, I think this is just missed, guys. To me, this looks missed. This week wasn't even that bad. Yeah, I don't even think this week was that bad. But if you did think it was that bad, well, it's just 1 week. How do you trust price action? Okay, you have 70 weeks of data. You have what, 10, 15, 20, whatever amount of bad weeks. How do you trust price action? Because you know all the times it works. That's how. Honestly, I'm kind of hoping it just goes straight down to previous week's low and then we can call it a day. 45-minute FEG, look for a rejection up off that. Then we can just call it because I'm not going to look for a long or a short after that. If we get a 5 minute silver bullet play, I'll take it. But I wouldn't mind just taking the 1 hour loss and it'll make my day easier if it just goes straight down. Backtesting and trading view a good idea? It's not bad, but it's not ideal. Do you think we can move up to the 50% of the move? I would not want to see that right now. No. Maybe eventually, but not right now. I guess there was also SMT at the buy side, right? NY.AM. But no, I think it was a good hold. Friday usually delivers after a consolidation week. Yep, Thursday, Friday. That we were expecting the best price action Thursday, Friday. In fact, we may get a 5 minute gap. I would look for a short from the 5 minute. I think the 955 5 minute FEG is a breakaway. Yeah, it should stay open. You would not want to see a higher high at this point, right? Did the 950? Yeah, exactly. Maybe I should win my $50 win. What? Sorry. I have to. I'm gonna wait for the 5. So you have to wait. Um, if it just goes now, like I wouldn't take it off the 1 minute. I wouldn't. I'd be happy if it just goes up. If I'm being honest, it'll make my life a lot easier. If it just goes, hits the target. Oh, take my $50 win. Sure, better than a $50 loss. Good shit, Leo. Here we got 40 seconds. Anticipating this to form, and I'll look for a silver bullet AM protraction model, and that'll probably be the last idea of the day. If market breaks above here, that kind of kills the narrative for me for a continuation short. 10 seconds. Don't make a higher high. Cool. That's your 5 minute gap. I'll look to get in short somewhere here. Silver bullet AM protraction. Target the weekly low. The deep premium, sorry, deep discount entry, but strong draw. So I'm not opposed to it. Something as simple as this OB. We could take that. 37-point stop, 70-point target. 37, 62. To run 2 contracts. See if it goes. Possible buy. If it breaks above here, that would kill the short narrative for me. Right now, I don't think the short narrative is killed. I think why am I slowing down on short because leading? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm anticipating here. That's why I wanted to short NQ. Initial plan for today was to short NQ. I don't know if I would have taken this if I didn't take the long. I really wouldn't want to see that 8:30 manipulation. Expecting a 4-hour bearish trend, you really want to see that manipulation above. So I don't know if I would have taken it, to be honest. I don't know. Just passed my first ever funded. What's your bias? Currently, I'm anticipating a lower low. Can you view the 30-second? I can't view it. There's no 30-second inversion here. Watching this retrace. Just passed my first ever funding with that short. Nice, brother. Congrats. I'm proud of you. Well done. Got the short at the 5-minute here. Nice. Well done. What are your best psychology tips? I'd watch my videos. I'd watch my videos on psychology. If they drop down to a 15-second here. If we break below here with a body, I'll execute. Okay, if we trade to that gap and make a lower low, I'll short too. If we respect this, make a lower low, I'll short too. All right, guys, we're going to try this 15-second play. This will be my last trade of the day. Pretty aggressive entry, but the narrative is good. Looking for the weekly low. See speed below here. Pretty good reaction so far. See the breaker here. Stop can be 4, 3, 2, 3. Just want to see if it breaks below here or not. Use this now. Pretty strong move up. This is my last trade of the day, regardless of the outcome, so we'll see how it goes. 10 a.m. silver bullet protraction. There's a 10-minute gap that just formed right above us. That's where my stop loss is. So if it goes there, it could stop me and then go lower after. That's okay. I won't re-enter. Or if it stays open, that'd be more ideal, obviously. then we don't get stopped. So we'll see which are the outcomes, but I do think there is a world where it comes up, takes the high, then breaks. That'll happen sometimes with the silver bullet protraction. If you take it off the 5, sometimes a 10 will form or a 15 will form, right? The 15 minutes also forming, but again, my tendency is usually if it forms off the 5 first, just take it. Because in a really good trade, the 10-minute just will stay open. It'll be a target for another time. So we'll see. If you want to be really ultra aggressive, you can put your stop here and then trail. But I think I'll just leave it. Or sorry, stop here and then pyramid. But I'd want to see probably a break below here first, so. Yeah, if we break below here, then we can trail there. Pyramid one there as well. There is an SMT that, whoa. More stop to 310. Okay, good displacement. Didn't get the best fill on that, but we'll see if it respects. I really want to see a break below this low. I just want to see that speed. I think there is an SMT on us right now. Yeah, there is an SMT, so not ideal, but we'll see if it breaks. Hopefully it just gets rid of that. And once we get below here, I think it's a free fall. We're in a pretty good position. We managed risk pretty well, 25 times 2. So yeah, we're still only risking 150, except now we have a way larger position on our hand. We made a lower low. 15 seconds, way more fun to watch. I suppose we'll stay on the 1 minute for now. I'm gonna remove the executions for now, a little bit distracting. I don't suppose ES is, yeah, ES. Let me just set an alert here. We're seeing some of that speed now. Comfortable with the risk, guys. I'm not gonna adjust the stop here. If it comes back and stops me, it comes back and stops me. I think we're in a good position. There's still a good amount of range on this. Don't want to give that up. This will be my last trade of the day, regardless of outcome. You could argue a break even here. Argue a break even here. Not a bad play. I'm watching ES closely. See if it takes out that low first. Stop to 24295 is also not a bad place. 24295. Not a bad place either. Pretty strong retracement. You'd want to see these two candles. Really just this candle. Respect lower prices. Made 1.7K. Nice, bro. See speed here now. Ideally stays weak. Could be a late entry, is possible. NQ's a lot deeper on the retrace here than ES. ES is a lot. I'm in this trade on ES as well. The entry on ES is all the way up here, 605. I guess the pyramid was less static. Looks like we may get stopped here. I don't know, we could wick, we'll see. Try to risk exactly what this wants to do. Three. 15 just formed. Yeah, I could go there. Like I said, I'll always take it off the 5 if it forms. And then there's always the chance it comes up, soups the high, then breaks lower. We accept that as a part of the risk of the model. Oh, ES still has its sell side open. If we're looking at the daily low, which is what I'm looking for. Trusting the higher time frame objective. So we may have given up around a 2R trade there, but I'm willing to have that risk. Isn't it because the market is about to open? Brother, market opened. You're really late, brother. You must be in Europe. Market opened a very long time ago. What's good, Ben? It's good. It's good. It's good. This trade plays out, it'll be a lot better. Didn't cast a short from here. Continuation play. 10 a.m. silver bullet. We'll see how it goes. Better than February, that's for sure. Are you gonna do live backtesting in Discord eventually? Sure. I see the inversion here, but I'm not really convinced. Will we get more speed? You're not worried about the 15-minute? I'm trying to gain more experience. Am I worried about it? If it's really bearish, it'll stay open until we hit the objective. Could it go up there, stop me, then come back down? Sure. That would be. I wouldn't be looking for that trade. You just have to know what you're looking for. So I took my protraction off the 5. If it comes up, makes a higher high, wicks, then breaks down, that could happen. That could definitely happen. You just have to know what you're comfortable risking. That's all. Just have to know what you're comfortable with. I'm comfortable taking it off the 5, knowing that that's possible, because I know that in the best runs, the 15 will stay open. It won't trade here until the objective, and it'll be an objective for a later time. Now, sometimes I'll get stopped. Sometimes I'll get stopped and I'll re-enter. But because I already took one trade earlier today, this is going to be my last one. So I won't be able to re-enter. So it's just about accepting the risk, right? You don't have to be perfectly spot on every time. You just have to do good in the long run, right? So I'm not worried about if it makes a higher high today. Okay, sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. It's not the end of the world either way. You got to focus on the body here. I'm not convinced it's going to run until we make a lower low on the body. I'm targeting the previous weekly low on the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. Whichever one hits first, I'll close. Whichever one hits first, I will close. Took 4 trades, 1, 2, lost 2, sitting at break even, kind of pissed. Why? It's okay. Nothing wrong with break even, nothing wrong with that performance. What held you back at that 946 breaker? I was in a long, targeting the 830 open. I thought we'd have a deeper move before selling off. See this wick from that discount. Busy, not good. No, ES. I'm looking at the micro ES. To be honest, I thought ES did. But I'm looking at the micro ES here, and it shows it hasn't. But you're right. Initially, I thought, yeah, I mean, on the June contract, it definitely did. And on the March contract, it did. But on MES1, it didn't. Yeah, weird. I guess it is what it is. I don't know. Either way, it's the objective here, weekly low. Over trader? What's your daily loss limit? 2%. 2%. 2R. There it goes. It's got to make a lower low on the body. I'm not convinced. There's SMT with YM. The 15-minute gap's still right here, so I wouldn't be surprised with the risk accepted. Yeah, risk accepted. It's just kind of bouncing back and forth right now. ES looks a lot better. I mean, we're up almost 3.5% on the live account on the ES short. Took it on ES on the live account. It's performing a lot better. It wouldn't be a reversal, right? Even if we get stopped, it'd just be a retracement, and it could still hit the target. Just depends what you're comfortable with, right? If you're not comfortable with the 15-minute gap right above you as your stop, okay, close the trade. You don't have to hold. All about what you're comfortable with. Targeting Monday 9th March lows. Yeah, that's what I'm targeting too. I think it's a good target. I think it's a good target. What percentage risk do you recommend on eval? Probably 1% is a good number. Oh shit, appreciate you, Ben. But I'm under creepers and stuff. Shout out Ben, guys. If you guys don't know Ben. He's a great trader. He teaches risk management really well. If I were you, I'd go break even and as ES takes this low again. Possible scenario. I wouldn't go break even. I'd probably run the stop here to just the recent mitigation. But we'd have to make a lower body for me to touch this. We'd have to make a lower body. Just may go past the weekly low. I might run a trail. See how maybe this thing just absolutely bleeds on the daily chart. You think the low is getting hit? I do think it'll get hit. Will it get hit before my stop? It's hard to say. It's good, Roddy. Org's still wide open. I think Org is a breakaway today. Yeah, we were looking for that earlier. Had to change that narrative. Mostly 1030. I would rather this make a lower low before 1030. Because if 1030 opens, that sets a really nice power 3 opportunity. And I really don't want to look for a re-entry on this. I really don't. I would much rather just call it a day than look for another trade. Now, if 1030 is below here, you could expect it to go. I feel like a lot of people are in this trade and very uncomfortable. If you're uncomfortable, you don't have to hold. There's other opportunities out there. Plenty of opportunities out there. Good, Hamza. Let's see if this 1 minute inverses with a CISD. Sure. I don't know if you answered about contract changes, but my phone bugged. Good question. I don't have an answer for you. I'm gonna be honest. I know one thing for sure, that it's open on the Nasdaq, and that was the main draw. So we'll look for it on the Nasdaq. I can double check the mini here on the March contract. Still open. I can check the mini here on the June contract. Still open. And I can check the mini on the continuous contract with beta adjust on and off. Still open. And similar on the micro. We're going to stop to 217. 217. What's 217? 1017 here. I would need to see the breaker for the lower low first. Personally, I would need to see the lower low. Currently, my stop is at this previous 10-minute high. This coming 1030 can save you. I actually think it's the opposite, if I'm being honest. I think 1030 will pull higher. Why my S&P doesn't move? Potentially you don't have real-time data. Yeah, now we have a 30-minute gap, which also could be a breakaway. But okay. The drop was caused by news about Iran. It will reverse and sweep news candle high. Sure. If you think 1030 will go up, why aren't you closing? I don't think it'll go up. I think there's a chance it'll go up. Why am I not closing? Because the risk to reward is still good. That's why. If I was in a 1-to-1, wouldn't make sense, right? Now, I don't know the exact probability, obviously, so I can't make the best decision. Right, but this is like, I'm not holding around a 2 to 3 hour trade, right? I mean, what are we looking at right now? I mean, we're looking at 150 points risk for potentially 3R. So I would hypothetically only need this scenario to play out 1 in 3 times, right? I like my odds there, 1 in 3 times. If I was in this 100 times, I think out of 30, it'll go to the weekly low more times than not. Now, that's a discretionary decision. But also the trade hasn't been invalidated yet, so there's no reason to close. Could it stop me and go? Sure. Every trade could stop you and go. That's okay, Colin. I was expecting a retracement a little bit higher here. I don't remember where the 4-hour gap was, but if that was right here, then I was actually expecting the same. I was anticipating at least here after post 9:30, but that didn't flourish. If you breach a rule on top 1 or alpha, will you get notified before you request? Probably not. On top, no, I don't. Not on alpha. I think Apex is the only one that does that now, right? Yeah, NY.AM did make a lower low. Come on, just go somewhere. Still early in the session, I don't mind. This was like 11. I started getting annoyed too, but 10:30. We'll see what 10:30 wants to do. So 10:30, there's a new gap right here, guys. See, 30-minute bearish fair value gap from here to here. It may come up, hit that, then pivot lower. It may not pivot lower after, but I would assume so because I'm pretty confident in this objective. So that's always a possibility. If you're not comfortable with the risk, not that you guys should be copying me, but for being real, if you're not comfortable with the risk, you can just terminate now, break even. If you're comfortable, well, it's up to you what you want to do. My entry on ES is a lot better. So if we do get stopped here on NQ, I'll switch over to ES and show you guys the trade I'm in. The ES stop loss is like, ES just is a lot lower. A lot weaker. Yeah, it's looking pretty strong as soon as 10:30 opened there. 10:30 doesn't even have a low, just opened and rallied. This candle right here. Don't think we'll survive this. Could have wicked the short-term low. Just have to see. It retraces at high, its usual Friday 30 move. Nah, it's not even dirty. It's just, it makes sense. If I wasn't in a short, that's what I'd be waiting for. You got to trade PM today, gang? No, I'm definitely not trading PM session today. My target is on the MES1 contract. We haven't taken the weekly low on that contract. But I'm looking at the weekly low on NASDAQ anyways, so. PM yesterday had a crazy pump, yeah. YM been hitting the targets faster than ES and NQ this week? Yeah. YM's been a lot easier. I would study how the bodies respect or disrespect this gap. That should be telling about what's likely to happen next. So far, the body is above. You don't think it's going to reverse after the higher time frame sweep? Down here, I wouldn't say reverse, but maybe that almost hit us there. One tick. What's good, Emmanuel? Boys, we're out. Still got a couple points on the stop loss on ES. Unfortunate. Two pretty good trades that if they played out, it would have went really in my favor. I'm still in on my live account. I'll show you guys the trade. 505. Same stop loss at 608. So this is the trade I'm in on the live account. We'll see if it stops us out as well. In the meantime, we'll journal in the Discord. Unfortunate outcomes, but try not to think about it too much. Unfortunate outcomes. Friday, March 20th, 2026. First trade was in. I'm just journaling in the Discord. I'll show you guys the journal once I'm done. After this little trade potentially fails or plays out. Model. We took it off the 15-second breaker entry. Risk was 1R. Result minus 1R. Notes. First trade. I really like the first trade, to be honest. Targeting org 50% / 30 open. I was bearish. Converted nicely. Second trade. Continuation to previous week low idea. I just got stopped out, so yeah. On ES, we're only down 1%. I guess the risk management just worked out kind of a lot better. But I'll show you guys the journal. Yeah, unfortunate outcome for us today, but we took some good trades in my opinion. They almost played. What's So yeah, I mean, we were looking for the 830 open off of this order block, failed. And we were looking for the silver bullet protraction. This order block also failed, unfortunately. It did give us some good movement. You know, we were up a good amount, up around 1 or 2 R on either trade after pyramids, but couldn't hit terminus today, unfortunately for me. So let's do this. So we journal in the Discord. Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate, but trades were floating. That's it. So that's the journal. Why is that blurry? I should clean up, right? Okay, there you go. You can see the executions for today. Could this go lower? For sure. Could definitely go lower here. But I think it's worth trading. No. We can close all this up. So I guess we'll just study. We never even hit the 30-minute gap, which is funny. We never even hit the 30-minute gap. So, how did you guys do? I mean, we did take out the high here, or did we just fail? And we left equal highs. I think that's quite funny. One loss, okay. Was good, Jerry. Why not break even? One win, nice. Still in those shorts. Good luck, brother. I got that 945 short. Clean. That's a clean short. Just took a short hoping it goes down after OTE. Good luck, brother. Clean run. Very clean run. Very clean run. Very clean run. Flat on the day. Interesting. Nice. Very interesting. Nice. Still in those longs. Still in those longs from fourth. I don't like your SLS. Finally, yeah, guys, this is a clean. I think we can all agree that this was some pretty clean price action. You know? Short from 825. Whoa. Cool. The short TP gonna hit now? Cool. 2 break even, 1 tick from TP. That's unfortunate. It didn't balance the 15-minute fair value gap and it's reversing. Well, we don't know it's reversing. 2, yeah, it's possible. We left equal highs for later. That also no, SL placement was perfect for me. I wouldn't change it. Only thing you could have really done here is break even and then look for re-entry. Really. What made you lean bullish? I wasn't really bullish. I was just expecting a manipulation up here. I was actually bearish going into the day, funny enough. So I don't know if I would have taken 946, assuming I didn't take the initial long. That's what I was questioning. I don't know if I would have. It's a good setup, but I really want to not fade a manipulation above 830. So I don't know. I'm about to short after retesting 15-minute FEG, but it didn't work. We took the 15%. Yeah, exactly, right? The thing is, though, technically ES did go above 830 at 945, right? So ES did go above, right at 945, right here. And the data was on ES, so it actually was not the 15%. It was not the 15%. I was hoping NASDAQ also wanted to go there, but seems like all these levels just been falling just ever so slightly short on the NASDAQ. Good shit, Zane. Good shit, bro. I'm about to short after 15-minute retest. Yeah, you can wait for the 15-minute gap. And we left equal highs here. What made you lean bullish? Like I said, I wasn't bullish. I was anticipating a manipulation up here. I was actually leaning bearish today. The reason I took this long is I was expecting an org fill and then a potential sell-off. So I guess short-term bullish here, but overall I was bearish today actually. I was expecting the weekly low as the best case scenario. After retesting to 50-minute FEG, I definitely took the short. Nice, good luck. So many bullish targets in a bullish market. Yes. When do you expect org CE or full? Depending on bias, I look for full. And depending on size. If it's small, look for CE. If it's large, look for fill. And obviously depending on bias. If you're bullish, org fill is always a target. If it's higher, obviously. Today I was bearish. I wanted like org 50. TGIF. I expect maybe TGIF after we take out the low, but who knows? TGIF is always possible. No, no more trades for me today, Hamza. No more trades. Two pretty unfortunate outcomes. TGIF is always possible. It's possible. So I'm just chilling here. We'll answer some questions. Yeah, down 2R. On live account, we're down 1% just because ES worked out better. We may have to go back to trading ES. It just works out so much better with the risk and the pyramids. The exact same entries, the exact same risk, and the exact same trades. But on the live, we're down 1% or 1R because each loss was a half R loss. Let's go leak. Explain TGIF. Strong expansion in one direction for the week. There tends to be a profit taking near the end of the week. Imagine you were short the entire week. You made a lot of money. You're probably going to want to take some profits, right? That large bulk profit taken can often give an opposing price run. Bro, Kate is so sad, bro. Did they give any information update on that? Did they update anything? He wasn't at the game yesterday, so he's definitely like in a hospital room or something. Yeah, I mean, I don't believe in them more, but he could come back. Is it possible? I saw this post 13 hours ago. He'll be out at least 2 weeks. Official medical upgrades. He will be reevaluated in 2 weeks. So reevaluation at the end of the month, and then next steps. Really hope he comes back for playoffs, bro. It's not ACM, somebody can't speed up. Yeah, I know, it's so shitty, bro. And I guess it's also scary, bro, because now you have to like play knowing that happened to you. Like, how do you play knowing that could happen to you, bro? Like, it's not a trauma impact, is it? Or I guess it is. I don't know. I'm not sure. Sure. Wemby for MVP though? I don't know. Yo, Luka's been doing some crazy stuff, bro. Luka's been doing some crazy stuff. Longs or shorts on ES, I would look for shorts, but wouldn't take anything here. So Luka's been doing crazy stuff. Can Jokic still win an MVP? Yeah, he can win. On my Lucid eval, one of my winning days shows 0% consistency. What does that mean? I know that. I mean, I can't make. Just don't make over 1,500 in one day, brother. Easy, easy stuff. I have a dentist appointment today, guys. Divorce Luca, built different. You up for the week? I think we're back to break even now, right? Yeah, we're back to break even on the week after today, unfortunately. We were in yesterday, today twice, and yesterday we were in some just beautiful positions. Beautiful positions that, had they hit, would have been up really, really good. We built good pyramid, good risk management. We built the last 3 trades, we pyramided very nicely. Well, we couldn't hit terminus. We couldn't hit terminus. I have no idea. Arrow must. I have no idea, bro. We couldn't hit terminus today. Am I the only one who got F'd? I kind of got F'd, I guess. I kind of got F'd too. There's like two pretty unfortunate outcomes. But I mean, this wasn't unfortunate. I don't know. It's hard to say. I wanted 8:30 open, hit on ES. No, definitely no PM today. Definitely no PM today. Friday PM is after this beauty. Nah. I went long on the eclipsing candle retracement. Alright, cool. Nice. Good reentry. Listen to High Saw new when you go to the dentist. I ain't not listen to that, bro. That sounds sketchy. Sounds sketchy. Today's cooked. I mean, today was nice, man. I know what I'm gonna do is definitely not go on social media. See what other people do. Actually, you know what? Let's go on social media. I'm curious now. I know somebody printed. Looks like Ben caught a really nice trade. Shout out Ben. Go. He's a really good trader. Today was a really good day. Yeah, I agree. Very nice delivery. Simple continuation ideas. It was very nice. And you give, brother, I need a giveaway, brother. Somebody needs to give me something. Somebody needs to give me something, brother. Someone just asked me, how do I go over the limit of 5 accounts on a funded? What? No, I'm just joking, bro. I'm just joking, guys. I don't want to give away. Just in my weekly review, 100% win rate. God, that nice. Good shit, Lori. It's always what the if you miss the trade, then it's always the if you miss this trade, then what are you doing? It's always the if you miss this trade, then what are you doing after you lose? I don't understand. Daddy, I'm back in eval jail. Gonna treat my evals like funded and go slow. Yeah, that's the play, bro. Oh, it's on the yeah. I get you, bro. 24,500 daily buy is flipped. No, I don't think so. You say we're back to NWOG? No, I don't think we make a higher high above 930. Personally. Code Gatie, that's the gift. Funded next does payout? Yeah, of course. What do you think about volume profiling, overflow, and gamma exposure, etc.? I've never looked into any of those, so I'm not the right person to ask. Here's a gift, guys. I'm just joking, guys. We're break even on the week. It's just unfortunate that our last 3 trades, we managed them so well in terms of building a good position, and they all just fell short, you know? They all just fell short. Yesterday we fell short of Terminus. Today we fell short twice. I only wanted NWOG. Wasn't even asking for much. 830 buy side here. Yeah, we're ending break even. I just spelled monster on my keyboard, brother. Instead of typing that, go get a towel, brother. How is this shit still working? Yo, this guy typed 2 full sentences. I requested 20K on Apex 18.3. Got approved 19. Don't have it in my contact legacy accounts. Oh, that's pretty fast. Yeah, nice. Appreciate you, Joe. Skywalker, bro, what's up, man? I'll be calling it soon here. I gotta go dentist and haircut today, boys. Dentist and haircut. Eval jail's a real place. You rush evals, you'll get burned. You'll end up spending a lot of money on evals. So, Gaddy, been a minute? Yeah, we're doing a taper today. Dentist is the devil's place. Can you sync your old trades in TradeZella? Yep. You just got freed from evals today. Nice, bro. Nice. It's another reason why I like to risk low. And these accounts have just been bouncing back and forth. So We just have to, stay true to the higher time frame picture here, and hopefully next week we can hit some terminuses. I suppose this could have been a commercial, but I was locked up since November. Damn, brother. Like I said, someone needs to give me something today. We'll save giveaways for next week. I mean, next week we're doing the biggest giveaway ever. We're doing like 20 accounts. How many evals did you blow? Me? I wasn't trading any evals. I haven't traded evals in a while. That previous week low was a draw and NQ start playing. GG. Yeah, it happens. I'm gonna be a dentist this year. I'm switching career for trading. Oh, in general, brother, I don't know. Not that many, but a good amount. I tend to go pretty slow, so PA today sucks. I don't think it sucks, man. I think you may have just missed it. I mean, it was one-sided, and it was a trend, and it was a large move. I would say those are pretty good characteristics of good price action. This is the best I could ever ask for, man. Tricky. I don't even think it was tricky. I mean, you just really had to look for short. You may have got stopped here, but that happens. Yeah, the shorts delivered nicely. Looks like we may get the target now soon. You don't trade the first 15 minutes? What about 946 or 950? How was it good if you didn't win? Just because I didn't win doesn't mean it was bad. Well, every time it's bad, it's bad. Every time you lose, it's just bad price action. No, it was good. It was just unfortunate. I missed terminus here. Didn't get, was caught offside here. If you shorted 946, I mean that was the play right there. That was the giveaway candle. That was the retirement candle. Retirement play from 946. I mean, you probably would have been trailed out anyways. Like I probably would have been trailed out. Because if I did that, I'm trailing here whenever it stops. So realistically, and there's no pyramid there. Around 2R maybe. What are you talking about? $9.47 ES. Yeah, guys. Honestly, I think we might just become full-time ES traders, man. At this point, not because what happened today, but because the risk management overall. I just feel a lot more comfortable on ES, and I can get a little bit more accurate with. Like on my live account, we're down 1R. On my funders, we're down 2R. Exact same trades, exact same pyramids, exact same risk starting, and everything is the same. Also, all my data is on ES in terms of not all of it, but my coding data is on ES. My coding data is on ES. So like when I see this hit at 8:30 open, that's all I wanted to see today. That's a very small manipulation, but that hit. We may make that switch. Only question is which. Yo, hold up a minute. ES switched up. ES didn't hit the weekly low when I looked at it earlier. Now all of a sudden, oh, I didn't have beta adjust on. That's why it wasn't. I toggled on the right side chart. That's what it was. Anyways, I think it'll still hit on Nasdaq. Who knows? You know what's funny is we didn't even trade into the 30-minute gap. We just one ticked edged it. Left equal highs. That should be a running down equity there. Anyways, boys, good week overall. I appreciate you guys coming through to the live stream this week. We gave away a lot of accounts, and I mean a lot of accounts. I appreciate you guys coming through. Pyramiding reduces the win rate. You just got to know when to do it. It definitely reduces the win rate, but the amount of reward that makes a difference. Like you can take 1 to 2R trades, but with good pyramids and trade management, you can turn that into a 4, 5, 6R trade, so for me it makes a big difference. Not every day. Only days where I'm expecting something like this. I don't go in every single day pyramiding, but it's all good. Break even week. I'm a little bit frustrated if I'm being honest because we were this close to making like a really good amount on our trades there, but it doesn't matter. Let's put this here. Yeah, I think next week we'll just mess around with NQ. Sorry, mess around with ES only. We'll see how it goes. We'll still have NQ open, but we'll just focus on ES. So clear all my levels. That's it for the week for me. Just to support the data. You're probably not executing the same way you are in backtest. So find the discrepancy, user. Find the discrepancy, user. Find the difference. Anyways, I appreciate you guys coming through. I will see you guys live on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Wait, hold on. Yes. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Appreciate you guys coming through. I'll see you guys live tomorrow. Sorry, Monday. Take care. Till next time.